Joe Hopkins here, and I decided to look at 40 years ago, long time ago, in a land far away. What were the top 20 songs of 1985, right? Because I just felt like, I was like, okay, 40 years ago, right? What were the big songs on the radio? I thought I'd go over this, play a clip of each song, just a short clip. I don't want, copyright people to get all wiggy, especially some of these people are very copyright happy, okay? The boomers are terrible for that. My own generation, Gen X, isn't much better about it. All right, so let's see here. What was the, let's start at the bottom, work our way up to number one. The number 20 song, We Are the World by USA for Africa. If anybody remembers that song, that was in my opinion, a not very good song that they just got a whole bunch of stars of the time to sing on. Michael Jackson was the big one on there, and it sucked. I thought it sucked then, to be honest with you. I guess they were trying to do something good for them. I'm sure it raised all kinds of awareness. If anybody thinks that the whole just get a bunch of famous people together and everybody should give a shit is like a newer idea, it's not. It's not. All right. The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey. The heat is on. The heat is on. That's one that I have to play a very short clip of because Glenn Frey is bad for, yeah, they some copyright claiming motherfuckers, ain't they? And I gotta wonder, The Heat Is On, it's a good song. It's a good song. But it's very poppy, pop rock, kind of warm and fuzzy kind of thing there. It's not Glenn Frey of the 70s. It's not the Eagles, right? The 80s was the time when the biggest artists of the 60s and 70s, if they were still around, just kind of lost their touch, lost the edge a bit. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. Number 18, St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion by John Parr. Does anybody remember who the hell John Parr is? I think that was in the movie St. Elmo's Fire, I guess. I don't know. I remember the song. It's probably the only song anybody remembers of John Parr. Yeah. Good song, though. It's an all right song. All right, let's go to number 17, Cherish by Kool and the Gang. Cherish the love we have. That happens to be, I gotta be honest with you, I like Kool and the Gang. I always did. That is probably one of my least favorite Kool and the Gang songs. It's a good song. Nothing wrong with it. But I always wondered, why is it that the songs that are like the least good song on the album, or one of the lesser songs on the album, those are the hits. For a lot of bands, the hit, you listen to the album, you're like, why was that one the hit? Just saying. All right, next, number 16, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. There you go. We all remember that song. I really liked that song. I really liked Simple Minds. They didn't really have too much in the way of hits, right? That was it. Good band. I thought they deserved more attention than they got, to be honest with you, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I would have liked more of their stuff and maybe less of We Are the World. Just saying. Let's go to number 15, The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. That's the power of love. Most people remember that song from the movie Back to the Future, right? That was on the soundtrack, and on the video it featured, the DeLorean and the Back to the Future stuff, all that kind of crap. Good song, though. I always did like Huey Lewis and the News. That type of, blues rock with a horn section, that type of music isn't really around much anymore. And I always liked it. Personally, I like that kind of music. I hope it makes a comeback at some point. It's very old school rock and roll kind of stuff, and I appreciate it personally. I think it's one of the better songs on this list. But let's go up to number 14. We Built This City by Starship. We built this city on rock and roll. Now, I've noticed a lot of people, mostly older people, complaining about songs written by committee. Having like 20 songwriters on a song. They have really very little room to complain. This was the originator. This was the original song by committee. And I always thought this song was a shame, because Starship is what was left of Jefferson Airplane, that then became Jefferson Starship, and then Starship. These are some of the same people that put out some of the most relevant music of the 1960s and early 70s, and ended up here. Why in God's name did that make the top 20? I have no idea. That's a crap song. That is, it's I don't know. It's catchy. It's got a good hook. It's about it. You know what I mean? It was the forerunner of the, it's catchy, it's got a good hook, and 15 songwriters wrote it, and now it's a hit. Boom. It's on the radio. Why? Because the record label wants it to be, because all the people they love are involved. That's what we do now. That's pop music now. That was the beginning of that. Starship ruined music. That's what I'm saying. It's their fault. I blame them, or their record label, or what. They never should have agreed to that. It was a terrible idea. It's still a terrible idea. I don't like music like that usually. Sometimes I do. Mostly it's like, just let's get some real songwriters. Somebody who can just write some music and then sing it. I mean, they were involved in writing the song, but I don't know. It's just a crap song. From what I've heard, the members of the band are embarrassed of it. Not a good song. Let's see what's next. 13, Can't Fight This Feeling by REO Speedwagon. That song really is a product of its time. I don't think it can exist outside of 1985. Honestly, that song couldn't have happened earlier, and it couldn't have happened later. It's just a short period in time. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I like it. It's a pretty good song. REO Speedwagon in general was a product of its time. I don't think they can really exist in what is now the future. We're in the future now from then. I don't think they could exist now. Just saying. If they're still on tour, good for you guys. Some bands can come back. You will always be nostalgia. Sorry. And there's nothing wrong with that. You got a career being nostalgia, right? Let's see. Next one. Easy Lover. Philip Bailey and Phil Collins. She's an easy lover. She'll take your heart, but you won't. Now, most of you know who Phil Collins is. Very few of you recognize the name Philip Bailey. Even if you know the song. Even if you were alive in 1985. I don't know. I guess they thought he'd be big or something. Yeah. Good song. Most people have heard it. What can I say? It's a good song. I thought it was a good song at the time. I still do, with a little bit of tweaking and updating. That could be a hit now. But yeah, who the hell is Philip Bailey? All right. Let's see next. Every Time You Go Away by Paul Young. Every time you go away. Now, here's another one, Paul Young. Who is Paul Young? There are people that have hits right now that 40 years from now will be like, who's that? Who were they? And here we go. Paul Young. Who's Paul Young? Most people know the song, though. They've heard the song. He had a really big hit. I'm hoping he's getting the royalties from that hit still, because he had one hit. I mean, you know, one hit's better than no hits. I mean, I can't say anything. I got no hits, but yeah. All right. Number 10. We're in the top 10 now. This is big. Take On Me by a-ha. Take on me. Now, everybody knows the video, right? That was a really great video. For its time, and even now, that's a really good video. I mean, it was the way they did it was very advanced for then. But even now, the way they put it together, it works. It works now. It's a good video. I like it. I like the whole idea of the comic book coming to life and pulling her in and then going through the comic book and then he comes out of the comic book. It's cool. I like that. And it is just an absolutely terrific song. And I've got a suggestion for you guys. Any of y'all that haven't heard any of a-ha's other songs should probably check them out. I have no idea why they didn't have more hits in the US. They did in Europe. In Europe, they stayed pretty big. And for good reason. They're good songs. The guy's a great singer. It's all really good stuff. We should have had more a-ha here. We had the one song. Europe got all the rest of it. It's not fair. I mean, we got more ABBA than we really ever wanted. Why couldn't they have given us more a-ha? I liked a-ha. There you go. This is my opinion on that. I'm full of opinions. All right. Number 9, Crazy for You by Madonna. Now, that's not one of her most memorable songs, right? If you think Madonna, that's not the first song you think of, but it was a big hit in 1985. It was number 9 for the year. And everybody knows Madonna. A lot of people probably do recognize the song. Although it's you know, it was big for the year. She had so many hits, though. You know what I mean? So many hits, it doesn't hit the top of songs you think of for Madonna. Madonna's really great, you know, really great songwriter, really great performer, and she's a solidly good singer. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Good song. So let's see, number 8, Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing. It's awesome to see some real rock and roll on here. Like that's a rockin' song, right? That's a guitarist's kind of song right there. Everybody who plays the guitar knows that song. And great riff, great song. Man, the video was so advanced for its time. And it's just cool. What bugs me now, though, they edit the song for the radio. And I get it. They say the word faggot in the video. Listen to the lyrics. They're literally talking about what people were saying at the time. The verbiage, I mean, you know, they said they were at the department store and were listening to these dudes who deliver and install appliances talking about what was on TV. Literally, they just took these guys' words and put music to it. I don't get why that has to be edited. I know. Oh, it's an offensive word, right? They're not using it in an offensive way. They're kind of poking fun at the way people look at MTV or music or musicians. And I don't know. It just bugs me that they edit it now. It's okay. I get it. All right, whatever. You didn't bother to edit it for like 40 years. Now all of a sudden we have to edit it. All right. Anyway, number 7. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears. Now, Tears for Fears is a band I really liked. That one was on a movie soundtrack, Real Genius, which was a movie that came out like Val Kilmer back I guess 84, 85, 86, somewhere in there, 85 or 86, something like that. And that was on the soundtrack. And yeah, that's a good song. Tears for Fears was a really good band. And they were really big for like just a hot minute. And, you know, I would have liked to have heard more from them. I don't know if they put out more stuff, but just right there in a couple years in the mid 80s, they were really big. I really liked them though. Number 6, Out of Touch, and that's Daryl Hall and John Oates, Hall and Oates. There you go, some Hall and Oates. Good song, good song. Hall and Oates, good songwriters, good singers. They did some good stuff back then. Yeah, that's a song that I think could be a hit now. So a lot of these songs, they might produce them differently now, obviously, but I think they could still be hits. That was actually a good song. You do have the songs that are the product of their time. I don't think they could be hits now, but that one, yeah, I think that could still be. All right, top 5 now. I Feel For You by Shaka Khan. Honestly, I love Shaka Khan. I always thought Shaka Khan's hot. I still think she's hot, to be honest with you. She's older, obviously, but for not old yet, God, I mean, whatever. But she still got it. She still got it. I love that song, to be honest with you. The stuff she's put out more recently, I like even better than her older stuff. Shaka's got it. All right? I love Shaka Khan. That woman is the shit. Check out some Shaka Khan. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Number 4. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. I want to know what love is. Foreigner. Man, they were pretty much a top 40 staple through the 80s. Good band. Really good band. Once again, that's probably not my favorite song of theirs, but it's not my least favorite. I like the song. I like Foreigner. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit. I've had a cold. And it's kind of, you know. But anyway, yeah, Foreigner's a band worth listening to. That's a song that deserves to be in the top 20. There you go. Number 3, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go by Wham. Wake me up before you go go. Don't leave me hanging on like. And most people remember George Michael. But do you remember he was with a band called Wham? Everybody knows this song. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. That was just such a catchy damn song. A lot of, you know what I mean? People made fun of it at a certain point, but it really is just a damn catchy song. Gets stuck in your head. And you don't mind so much. It's a good tune. I really liked it. That's another one I think could be a hit now, you know? So, number 2, Like a Virgin by Madonna. There we go. Madonna's on this list twice, and Like a Virgin is actually one of the songs of hers that you would think of almost first when you think Madonna. Like a Virgin. That was like her really huge hit. But even then, it was only number 2. Number 2 for the year of 1985. As great as Madonna is, as great as Like a Virgin is, as big a hit as that was, what could beat that for the year of 1985? Number 1, numero uno, Careless Whisper by Wham. I feel so unsure. There we go. We have 2 Wham songs, number 1 and number 3. And the funny thing is, Careless Whisper, everybody thinks George Michael. It was with Wham. I mean, even when you look it up now, you look it up on YouTube, get on your thing, type it in, Careless Whisper, it comes up George Michael. It was Wham. Damn it, give the band some credit. All right? It was a band. He was with a band. It wasn't just him. It was Wham. It wasn't even his solo career yet. Whatever. Careless Whisper, that is a timeless song, isn't it? That was a great tune. We even love it now, right? How many covers do you see on YouTube of people doing Careless Whisper? How often does that song come up? That is one of the most recognized songs of all time, I'd say. So, yeah, number one, yeah, I can see it. Who could beat out Madonna? That song. That's the song that could do it. All righty. So that is the top 20 songs from 40 years ago, if you can believe that. Believe that. And you should check out some of my songs. Here in a minute, a playlist comes up, and there's a playlist says I Didn't Get a Memory. That's my album. It's also on streaming. Links below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.